Welcome to A2 lesson 31. We're going to be looking at what we call past perfect tense. When I say past perfect tense, a past perfect tense has a structure of had, subject plus had, plus past participle. Remember, the past participle is the V3 of the verb. If I say, for example, do, V1 is do or does, V2 is did, V3 is done. If I say eat is a V1, ate is a V2, eaten is a V3, like that, and other verbs. Remember, we have regular verbs and the irregular verbs. Regular verbs, they have ed rule. They don't change. V2 and V3 are the same. They have ed. And we have what we call the irregular verb. For the irregular verb, you have to just know that the changes there are changes in V2 and V3. They are not the same, and they change just depending on the verb. So the form is not a structured form. It's just a memorizing form. You just have to memorize the form and the structure and the changes just like that, so that you can be able to know how to use them. So as I said, that we use subject had V3. She had finished her homework. They had left before the rain started. We're going to understand why do we use the past perfect. Why are you learning past perfect? One, we use the past perfect to talk about the first action in the past before another past actions. Simply, we have two actions in the past. We have two actions in the past. Like this time when you're watching a video, think of the two actions that you did or that happened today, early morning or before this time. What two actions happened? And then those two actions, they have the first action and the second action. When we are talking about the first action, we use the structure of a past perfect. That's why we say that we use past perfect to talk about the first action in the past before another past action. The second action is stated or said using the past simple. Look here, I had eaten before he arrived. The first action was to eat. The second action was arrive. So I had eaten before he arrived. Hope you understand the thing now. Let's use a timeline to understand more. This is the past, and this is now. This time when you are listening to this video, this is now. We have action one happen here, another action happens here. For example, this action happens at 8:30 minutes a.m. This action happens at 9 a.m. So which means this is the first action, then the second happens, then for example this is at 12 p.m. Think of it like that. The first action is called the earlier action. We use past perfect to talk about it. The second action, which we call the later action, uses past simple. By the time the movie started, we had bought snacks. Think twice. If I say by the time the movie started, comma, we had bought snacks, what do I mean? It means like we had bought snacks. Past perfect means that this was the first action. The movie started. This is the second action. Understand it in that way and you will be able to get the clear thing. How do you form a past perfect? Let's see positive and negative and questioning structure. And in affirmative, which is the positive, we take subject plus had plus V3. She had gone home. Negative, subject had not or hadn't plus V3. They hadn't finished. Question, we use had plus subject plus V3. Had you studied before the exam? I hope you understand now the clear formatting formats of the past perfect. The common past participle. Regular, we have finished, walked, watched, played. When we go to irregular, we have gone, seen, eaten, drunk, written, taken, done, made, spoken, like that. When do we use a present perfect? Let's see when to use the past perfect. We use the past perfect to show the order of events, meaning like to show which one came first, which one came second. She had left when I called, means like she went and I called. And when we go with what we call the time expressions, we have what's like before, after, when, by the time, already, yet. Those are the time expressions that we like to use when we use a past perfect to show which one came first, which one came second, which one came third, like that. He had already eaten when she arrived. Let's see comparison between the past simple and the past perfect. Past simple is for finished actions in the past. Example, she arrived at 8. Finished action in the past. Past perfect is for earlier action. Earlier action means that the first action before this finished action. She had left before 8. Means like this one went before, left before. Then the second thing that happened, the person who was looking for her arrived. Her friend arrived to see her. Now let's do them together. She had left before he arrived. Means like this guy came to see this girl and then found when the girl had left. Let's see real life examples. When we go into the real life examples, we have by the time we reached the station, the train had left. She didn't want to watch the movie again because she had seen it before. They were tired because they had worked all day. Now here you're going to choose the correct answer. When I arrived, they eating. She the test before the bell rang. Remember, just choose the right answer. He was sad because he his phone. They because before the quiz. They before the quiz. Here remember it's a negative, not study. The first one, when I arrived, they eating. If you see eating, means like it's a present. No, this eating is here as a noun. Remember the use of gerund. Gerund can work as a noun. If you haven't seen that, you can go back into the lesson of infinitives and gerund and understand that. Gerund can act as a noun. Don't think of it as a verb here. It's here as a noun. That's why I said that pay attention. Here you're going to complete using past simple or past perfect. After I I went to bed. She called me after she By the time the meeting started, she everything. They were angry because someone their seats. You're going to rewrite these sentences. You're going to write the sentences using the past perfect. I finished my work, and then I watched TV. You're going to use the past perfect to make a great sentence. He left the office, then I called him. She studied English, then she moved to Canada. You're going to choose the right structuring and the right time word. Remember that time word is very important here. You're going to fill in the blanks here. I the book before the class. She her work when the manager arrived. They before we got there. They before we got there. We that film already. He my name. Let's do this quiz. By the time the teacher came, the students dash dash. She didn't eat dinner because she dash dash. Remember, you have a time word and verb. Use all of them. Had you dash dash that movie before last night? They were happy because they dash dash the exam. When we got to the airport, the plane dash dash that. So you're going to choose the right answer for that. And I will say thank you. Ciao, ciao.